Okay, good evening, everybody. Today I am going to talk about the process of speech production. It is given in your syllabus in 1.2. And talking about the process of speech production, there are four process of speech production, namely airstream mechanism, phonation process, oronasal process, and articulatory process. So these are the four different types of speech production. Okay, process of speech production. Among them, today we are going to talk about first one, that is airstream mechanism. So before entering into the first topic, airstream mechanism, we are going to discuss something about the process of speech production. So as you see on the screen, sounds are the basic units of language that we all know. And while producing the sounds, generally what happens? Air comes from the lungs. Okay, air is initiated from the lungs. That's why the lungs is the source of the air. Why? Because air is initiated from the lungs for the production of most of the speech sounds. But what happened? In some speech sounds, uh, air is produced from the glottis or in the velum also sometimes. Okay, in most of the cases, okay, the air is initiated from the lungs. That's why air is the initiator. But in some cases, what happen? Air is initiated from the glottis as well as in the velum also sometimes. So while producing the sounds, many speech organs are involved. Okay, like vocal cords. There is the involvement of tongue, tip of the tongue, blade of the tongue, front of the tongue. In the same way, back of the tongue. Okay, soft palate, which is also called velum, back hard palate. In the same way, alveolar ridge, teeth, leaves, these all organs are actively involved in the production of speech sounds. And out of these organs, some of the organs are active organs and some of the organs are passive organs. Okay, and on the basis of the most important organs involved in the production of speech sounds, there are four types of processes involved in the production of speech sounds. There, one is airstream mechanism, next one is phonation process, another one is oronasal process, and next one is articulatory process. So, airstream mechanism is one process of speech production which deals with what is the initiator of the airstream and to which direction the movement of the air flows. Okay, that is studied by airstream mechanism. What is the initiator? Okay, whether it is the lungs or it is the velum or it is the glottis. What is the initiator of the airstream and in which direction does it flow? That is studied by airstream mechanism. Okay, that we are going to talk today. So let's come to the airstream mechanism. And in airstream mechanism, talking about airstream mechanism, we say that there is a prominent role of air, okay, very important role of the air in the production of speech sounds, right? Because in the absence of air, can you produce the sounds? No, obviously not. Okay, we do not produce the sounds in the absence of air. That's why air has a prominent role, very significant role in the production of speech sounds, right? And it is almost impossible, yes. Okay, almost it is impossible to produce the sounds in the absence of air. You cannot produce the sounds without air, it means. So, what is air stream here? First of all, understand the term air stream. Air stream means mass of the air. Okay, moving mass of the air is called air stream. And the movement of the air, which is used for the production of speech sound, is called air stream mechanism. Mass of the air is called air stream, and movement of air which is used for the production of articulation of speech sounds is called air stream mechanism. And speech sounds can be produced by taking the air in and taking the air out. Look, be clear here. Okay, while producing the speech sounds, sometimes we take the air in, and most of the time, okay, air goes out. The air mostly goes out while producing the sounds, speech sounds. But in some particular cases, even the air goes in while producing the sounds. So, if the mass of air, okay, mass of the air means air stream is moving inward, look, it is called ingressive air stream. Okay, even the air stream on the basis of direction, two type of air stream is there. One is ingressive and next one is egressive. So if the mass of the air moves in, that is called ingressive air stream. And if the mass of the air moves out or goes out, that is called egressive air stream. Okay. If the mass of the air moves in, that is ingressive air stream. And if the mass of the air moves, okay, outward, that is called egressive air stream. I think we are clear up to this. Now, let's continue. The organ that sets the air stream into motion can be called an initiator. Okay, what is initiator then? Initiator is a starter. Starter. Okay, it means from where air is initiated. Okay, which organs, okay, include, which organs is responsible, accountable in the production of, or let's say in the, yes, in the production of that air. That is called initiator here. So in most of the cases, what happened? The air stream is initiated from lungs. Look. Okay. So in most of the cases, while producing the sounds, lungs is the initiator. But sometimes the air stream is initiated from the velum also. And sometimes air stream is initiated in the glottis also. So on the basis of direction of the air, in which direction does the air flow? On the basis of that, there are two types of air stream mechanism. I already told you. One is ingressive, means if the air goes in, okay, that is called ingressive air stream mechanism. And if the air goes out, that is called egressive air stream mechanism. So, on the basis of direction of the air, there are two types of air stream. One is ingressive, next one is egressive. In the same way, on the basis of the initiator, means whether the air is initiated from the lungs or from the velum or larynx, there are three types of air stream mechanism. One is pulmonic air stream mechanism, pulmonic. And in the pulmonic air stream mechanism, the initiator of the air is lungs. What? Lungs. And in the glottalic air stream mechanism, the the what initiator of the air is glottal, or let's say larynx. And in the velaric air stream mechanism, the initiator of the air is velum. So, point to be noted here is that on the basis of direction of the air, there are two types of air stream, namely ingressive and next one is egressive. And let me repeat again. If the air goes in, that is ingressive. If the air goes out, that is egressive. Right? And next one, on the basis of the initiator, again there are three types of air stream, namely pulmonic air stream mechanism, glottalic air stream mechanism, and velaric air stream mechanism. So the chart, this diagram shows that there are three types of air stream mechanism on the basis of initiator. One, pulmonic air stream mechanism. Second, glottalic air stream mechanism. Third, velaric air stream mechanism. So let's come to the first one, pulmonic airstream mechanism. Okay, we are discussing the types of airstream mechanism. First one. And what is airstream mechanism? This is one of the process of speech production. So pulmonic is the usual term to describe the activity related with the lungs. And pulmonic airstream mechanism refers to the use of the lungs to initiate an airflow for speech production. Means if the air is initiated from the lungs, okay, that mechanism is called pulmonic airstream mechanism. In other words, the airstream mechanism in which the lungs plays the role to initiate the flow of the air for speech production, that is called pulmonic airstream mechanism. This means lungs is the what? Initiator for the movement of the air in this mechanism. And it has only one possibility of air direction. Only one possibility. On the basis of direction, there are two types I have told you. One is ingressive and next one is egressive. And lungs is in at the end part. So lungs is the ending initiator. At last part, there is the lungs. That's why from the lungs, air cannot go in. That's why this pulmonic airstream mechanism has only one type of direction, that is egressive, not ingressive. So it is because the air initiated from the lungs cannot go in. Okay, cannot go in. त्यहाँ भन्दा इन कता जानु छ? सो बाहिर मात्रै निस्किन्छ लङ्सबाट आउने हावा चाहिँ. Because of that reason, lungs itself is the inner ends of the airway. That's why only one possibility is outgoing, and outgoing means egressive. Okay, the sounds which are produced by pulmonic egressive loop. There is no possibility of pulmonic ingressive because lung itself is the inner ends of the airway, so that from the lungs air only comes out. Okay, it does not go in. That's why there is only one possibility of pulmonic airstream mechanism, that is egressive only. So the sounds which are produced by pulmonic egressive airstream, they are called plosive. Okay, those sounds are plosive. Sometimes you might be asked in the objective question. The sounds which are produced by pulmonic egressive airstream mechanism are called vandinsa. So they are called plosive. And example, pa, ba, ta, da. These are some examples of pulmonic egressive airstream mechanism, and the sounds are called plosive. Okay. Now next one is glottalic, 2 number. Glottalic airstream mechanism. And what happened here? In glottalic airstream mechanism, larynx is the prime source of initiation of the force of air. Okay, in the pulmonic, what? Lungs is the initiator of the air. But in the glottalic airstream mechanism, larynx or glottis, vocal cords, is the initiator of the air. Okay. And regarding this, look at the last point. There is both types of possibilities. Means यो बिचमा हुन्छ, बिचमा भइसके पछाडि हावा अब भित्र पनि जान सक्छ, बाहिर पनि निस्किन सक्छ. Both direction is possible. Okay, of what? Ingoing is also possible and outgoing is also possible. Okay, glottalic airstream mechanism को चाहिँ दुवै खालको पोसिबिलिटी हुन्छ. अघि पल्मोनिक को चाहिँ त्यो सबैभन्दा तल लङ्स भएको हुनाले त्यहाँभन्दा तल अब हावा जाने ठाउँ भएन, बाहिर मात्रै निस्किने भयो. That's why only egressive, okay, direction is possible. But here, regarding this glottalic airstream mechanism, we have both possibilities. So an upward movement of the closed glottis will move this air out of the mouth, resulting glottalic egressive. Okay, out हुने बित्तिकै त त्यो egressive भइहाल्यो. So glottalic egressive sounds. And downward movement भनेको भित्रै गयो भने चाहिँ of the closed glottis cause air to be sucked into the mouth and resulting what? Glottalic ingressive sounds. So glottalic egressive sounds are also possible and glottalic ingressive sounds are also possible. So the sounds made with a glottalic egressive airstream mechanism are called ejectives. Look, ejectives. अघि pulmonic egressive लाई चाहिँ plosive भनिन्थ्यो भने अब the sounds made with a glottalic egressive airstream mechanism are called ejectives and these are the ejective sounds. You can see there. यो प ट क भन्ने साउन्डका माथि एपोस्ट्रफी लागेका साउन्डलाई इजेक्टिभ साउन्ड्स भनिन्छ. Okay, so ejective sounds are written with apostrophe. प ट क का माथि यसो apostrophe लागेको हुन्छ. And how are they produced? The glottis is closed भए हुन्छ glottis. The speech organs means tongues, lips make a closure in the mouth. The larynx moves upward, pushing air out, and the air is released suddenly, creating a sharp sound. Okay, this is called what? Glottalic egressive. Okay, glottalic egressive and glottalic egressive sounds are called ejectives. And examples, यो इङ्ग्लिसमा चाहिँ त्यो एपोस्ट्रफी नहुँदा अब प ट क भनिन्थ्यो. त्यो एपोस्ट्रफी भइसके पछाडि हाउ दे आर प्रोड्युस्ड एक्चुअली वी डोन्ट नो. ओके, जस्ट नो द सिम्बल. प ट क लेख्ने माथि यसो एपोस्ट्रफी दिने त्यस्तो साउन्ड भयो भने चाहिँ द्याट इज इजेक्टिभ साउन्ड. इजेक्टिभ भनेको ग्लोटलिक इग्रेसिभ. एयर इज इनिसिएटेड इन द glottal or let's say larynx and comes out and the sounds called ejectives are produced. And the sounds made with a glottalic ingressive airstream mechanism are called implosive. Look, a glottalic egressive are called ejective and glottalic ingressive भित्रै गयो हावा ग्लोटलबाट ल्यारिङ्सबाट भने त्यस्तालाई चाहिँ अब इम्प्लोसिभ साउन्ड भनिँदो रहेछ. अब यो these symbols, look at how they are pronounced. Actually we don't know, but look at it. So B लेखेर उता उँभोपट्टि यसो अलिकति फर्केको, D को पनि त्यस्तै, F को पनि, G को पनि माथि पुच्छर पलाएको. These are the implosive sounds. Implosive sounds are glottalic, ingressive sounds are implosive sounds. And how are they produced? The glottal is partially closed. A closure is made in the mouth. The larynx moves downward. अघिकोमा upward हुन्थ्यो, here downward. Then pulling air inward. The sound is released smoothly. In this way, these implosive sounds are produced. And glottalic airstream mechanism is not normally used in English language. That's why I have told you I cannot pronounce them because these are not the sounds of English language. And ejective sounds, ejectives means glottalic egressive. Okay, they are widely found in many African and Caucasian and Native American languages. In Africa, languages such as Amharic and Tigrinya make regular use of ejective consonants, and Caucasian region is especially rich in those sounds, and languages like Georgian, Second, and Abkhaz contain many ejective sounds, and similarly several Native American languages like Quechua, Navajo, Tlingit use ejective sounds as important phonemes, but they are not found in English language. And implosive sounds are mainly found in African and South Asian languages. And many African languages such as Swahili, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa use voiced implosive sounds in everyday speech. And in South Asia, Sindhi and Saraiki are well known for using implosives. Implosives भनेको glottalic ingressive sounds as part of their sound system, and these sounds are also found in some Southeast Asian languages, including Vietnamese and Khmer, though they occur less frequently there. Okay, this is about the glottalic airstream mechanism. Okay, now look at difference between glottalic egressive, which is also called ejective, and glottalic ingressive, that is called implosive. Look at the comparison chart here. What happened? Air flow direction in glottalic egressive outward, and glottalic ingressive air flow direction is inward. Larynx movement, what happened? Upward. And but in the glottalic ingressive, larynx movement is downward. Common name is what? Glottalic egressive is called ejectives, and glottalic ingressive is called implosives. And voicing, they are always voiceless, and these are always usually voiced. And marking system is what? Apostrophe. Okay, apostrophe. प माथि apostrophe अनि हुक अन सिम्बल, त्यो सिम्बलमा यसो हुक गरेको हुक जस्तो. एक्जाम्पल क यो के क माथि यसो apostrophe. This one is the symbol of this glottalic egressive called implosive. Okay, this is about differences between glottalic egressive and glottalic ingressive. So glottalic egressive is called ejective, and glottalic ingressive is called implosive sound. Now next one is velaric airstream mechanism. This is the third one, third type of airstream mechanism. So what happened here? In this airstream mechanism, back of the tongue works as the initiator, means velum works as the initiator. In the pulmonic, lungs works as the initiator. In the glottalic, larynx works as the initiator. But in the velaric airstream mechanism, back of the tongue means that velum, not back of the tongue, back back of the tongue works as the initiator. Back of the tongue means not velum, dorsum. Okay. And the air in the mouth is set in motion to produce certain sounds. And in this mechanism, what happened? The back part of the tongue is lifted up so that it comes firmly into contact with the velum. The back of the tongue चाहिँ अलिकति माथि आउँछ अनि soft palate सँग contact हुन्छ भनेको. And the air is then pushed forward, okay, forward in the mouth to make an egressive air stream, or pulled back to make an ingressive air stream. And this is also known as oral air stream mechanism. But what happened here? Possibilities अघि लङ्सकोमा पल्मोनिकमा बाहिर मात्रै आउने हुन्थ्यो हावा, ग्लोटालिकमा बिचमा हुन्छ, बाहिर पनि आउँछ भित्र पनि जान्छ. अब यो चाहिँ सबैभन्दा माथि टपमा हुने भएकोले योबाट चाहिँ बाहिर आउने पोसिबिलिटी हुँदैन, भित्र मात्रै जाने हुन्छ. सो इग्रेसिभ साउन्ड हुँदैन, इनग्रेसिभ मात्रै हुन्छ. Practically, there is only one possibility of air direction in this mechanism, that is ingoing. Ingoing matrai huncha. It means ingressive matrai huncha. So the sounds made with velaric ingressive. Velaric egressive hundaina hai, be clear. Pulmonic ingressive hundaina, egressive matrai huncha. That is called plosive. Okay, and glottalic को दुईटै egressive पनि भयो, ingressive पनि भयो. अनि if it is what egressive, that is called ejective. If it is ingressive, that is called implosive. But this velaric has only one possibility, that is ingoing, means ingressive airstream mechanism. And the sounds produced in that way are called clicks. त्यस्ता साउन्डलाई चाहिँ क्लिक साउन्ड भनिन्छ. For example, these are the example of click sound. यो एक्सक्लामेसन मार्क जस्तो, यस्तो यो पूर्ण विराम जस्तो इन नेपालीको, दुईटा यो इक्वल टु दिएर काटे जस्तो, दुईटा धर्का अनि यो गोलो भित्र एउटा थोप्लो. यो साउन्ड यो सिम्बल चाहिँ you have to memorize. Okay, because we cannot produce them. यो कसरी बोल्ने भनेर we don't know. Just यस्तो हुन्छ भनेर you have to make the image clear. Okay, so click sounds are used mainly in the Khoisan language of Southern Africa. Okay, these click sounds are not in English. And languages such as Xhosa, Zulu, Nama, Kung, okay, Khoi use clicks as regular consonants. And in these languages, clicks are not just expressive or playful sounds, they are meaningful speech sounds that can change the meaning of words. For example, in Xhosa and Zulu, clicks are used in the beginning, middle, and end of words. And in short, click sounds are rare, but they are linguistically important sounds, mainly used in Southern African languages, especially Khoisan languages and few neighboring Bantu languages like Xhosa and Zulu, but not in English. Now, this is very important. This table is look. Initiation, okay, यतापट्टिको यो सबैभन्दा लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड साइडको यो इनिसिएसन भयो, पल्मोनिक, ग्लोटालिक, भेलारिक, एन्ड डिरेक्सन, okay, egressive and ingressive. Now, pulmonic aggressive भयो भने that is called plosive. And pulmonic has, I have already told you, pulmonic has only one possibility, that is what? Outgoing only, means aggressive only. And the sound produced with pulmonic aggressive is called plosive, and these are the sounds forward order, and it has no possibility of ingressive. And glottalic has the possibility of aggressive outgoing also and ingoing also. And glottalic aggressive sound are called ejective. These are the examples. And glottalic ingressive sounds are called implosive, and these are the symbols. Okay. And velaric has no possibility of outgoing. It has only the possibility of ingoing, means ingressive. So velaric ingressive sounds are called clicks, and these are the examples. So this is the summary of the airstream mechanism. So this is about airstream mechanism. And airstream mechanism, there are three types of airstream mechanism. One is pulmonic on the basis of direction, not direction, initiator. Okay, one is on the basis of initiator. There are three types of airstream mechanism: pulmonic, glottalic, velaric. And on the basis of direction, two, aggressive and ingressive. This table makes you clearer about it. Okay, this much about airstream mechanism. Thank you very much. Hope that you understand the point.